Hi there gorgeous makeup lovers, thanks for stepping by and welcome to my channel. Today I don't have my eyes done yet and this is for a very exciting reason because today I want to do a first impression with you on the brand new eyeshadow palette of Certifeye Cosmetics, and this is the Dynasty palette. Ta-da! That's how it looks like. I got it yesterday in the mail and I have been so excited to use this and I wanted to do it with you guys, so that's why we are here today. And let me give you first a bit of info on this one. It retails for £30 on the Certifeye website, which is 34 euros, and as of today's exchange rate it would be more or less 39 US dollars. So there you have your prices. I'll link down the Certifeye website below so you can find your way to it if you want to. Before I'm going to show you swatches, I also just want to make like a quick show off of the outside of the palette, so because I think it's really worth it because they have this really nice artwork here, which is a castle which comes out of a book, which I think fits perfectly with the name of the palette, the Dynasty palette, because dynasties are usually the thing you would find in storybooks, and yeah, they usually live in a castle, so that's pretty nicely done and I think it's really pretty, and it has it on the back as well. Here it states also the ingredients and, you know, how much you find, all the things nobody really cares about. And yeah, that's the palette from the outside. And when you open it, it opens like this, so like that. You have here the artwork as well, which is really nice. I like this detail. And then you have your kind of little plastic sheet here. And that's the palette. I think it's really pretty. I love the color story. So you have 18 shades in here. It does look a little bit used, don't get confused. It is a first impression, but I did film the swatches before I filmed this intro and this video, so it looks a little bit used already. Yeah, so as I said, you have 18 shades. This is 6 shimmers and 12 mattes, the 2 second rows here. And you have kind of like your warm shades here, your cool tone shades here, and 1 row of neutrals up here. So yeah, I think it, you know, covers the needs of cool tone needs, warm tone needs in the color story. And yeah, before I'm gonna start to ramble about this color story, which I adore so much, I'm just gonna jump right to the swatches. Now you have seen the swatches of this beautiful palette, and now I want to jump right into doing the first impression eye look with you. And it was not easy for me to pick what I want to do and what's, you know, like gonna be my eye look about. And I decided I want to start off a little bit with this blue here, the Grand, this one. And then, yeah, I think I want to work a bit with the purple and also with this row. So we will see where we get ourselves to. And since this palette doesn't have a mirror, I'm going to use another palette for the mirror because I don't really have a vanity in front of me. So don't get confused if I'm holding up another palette. I'm using only that one. Yeah, so let's just start with it. I'm going to get a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. And first of all, I am going to start with that blue, as I said. I'm using the Real Techniques Beige shadow brush for this kind of blue here. I'm dipping into the color Grand, which picks up, wow, really nicely. I hope that's not gonna be too much. Let's see. Just also to let you know, I'm not a makeup artist, so when this turns out not as great as you might think it could turn out. That's probably the reason why. And yeah, I'm giving my best, okay? So you can definitely dig in with this one a bit more than I did, I believe, because it does go on pigmented, but it's more of a pastel shade, I would say, or not really pastel, but it's not like really deep. It's definitely meant as a transition shade, I would say, but that's okay. Let me actually change the brush. I think I'm gonna go in with a bit fluffier, bigger one with the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, because it says crease and I'm working on the crease, you know? So that will be the first thing. It looks a bit crazy now, I admit that, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So I'm just gonna do my other eye and then I'm gonna be back with the next step. Okay, so now that I have done the blue base, it does look crazy, but as I said, we're gonna get there. And I really like this color, actually, how it went on. You have to build it up, that's true, but I think it's worth it, and it doesn't have any kind of fallout also. That's pretty nice. And yeah, let's see what we do next. So I was debating with myself, whether to deepen it up with a bit with this one or just go in with one of the purples, and I think I'm just gonna start it off with one of the purples, and I think I'm gonna choose this one is a bit more, I don't know if you see it in the swatches, but this one is a bit more deep purple than this one, and I think I want that today, so I'm gonna go with the color Empress. And this one, I'm going to use this brush again, since I wanted to have it a bit more detailed. Again, the Real Techniques Beige shadow brush. So yeah, let's go into it. I'm gonna dip my brush into it. So you definitely have to tap this off. It goes on also really crazy good. I'm packing it on here because I really want to see how these two colors go together. But so far, I am liking it. Wow, this one is definitely more there. It's more pigmented than the blue I used before. I think I want to have this blue a bit more there. I think the purple ate it up a little bit. So I am gonna pat on again a little bit of blue where these two colors meet. Yeah, that's better, I think. Okay. Yeah, let me do the other eye and I'll be back with you. So here I am ready with my second eye. I'm not sure, I'm okay with this one, and this one I'm not super happy, but yeah, I'm not a professional, so that's what we go with now. And yeah, the next one that I want to use here is the color Opal in the inner part of my lid. I want to pack it on there, and yeah, to start up my lid. I wetted my brush with NYX Matte Finish Fini Matte. This one, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, yes, the Fix Plus helped because I did the swatches without the Fix Plus, and I was a bit like, I don't know if this is opaque enough for me, but it's not Fix Plus. I just said it with a fixing spray. Let's call it a fixing spray. So I really like that. That color performs better than I thought, judging from the swatches. Yeah, I'm liking it. So let me do the other eye and I'll be back with you. So this is how it looks now with both sides done in the shimmer until the middle of the lid. And now I want to have also a little bit of purple shimmer in there, so I'm gonna go in with the color Jewel with the same brush as I applied the color Opal, and we will see how this is gonna look. I'm also gonna fix up my brush with the same setting spray as I did before. And oh, that was a bit much. Okay, and you know, let's dip into the color. No, it's not the color Jewel. I wanted a bit, and it was the color Wealth. Sorry. And let's go in it. Okay, let's see. Because I was a bit like, when I decided now which color I want to put next, I wish there would be like a little bit darker shimmer, because I do like to make like the first shimmer a bit brighter and the second one a bit darker. And I feel like all the shimmers in here are pretty bright, like they are not, there's none really on the dark side. Okay, so this one goes on a little less opaque than the Opal. I would say it's even actually more of a satin finish than actually a shimmer. What do you think, guys? I don't know. Like this color, I don't know if it was a mistake to put it there. I don't know. We will see. We will work it out. Let me do the other eye and I will be back with you. Okay, guys, this is how it looks when both sides are done. I'm not sure. I think I want to deepen this up a little bit more. Again, with this shade Impress. I'm going to dip into this one again. And just to deepen it up a little bit on the inner corners. And I was thinking maybe to do kind of now a warm toned under eye. I was also eyeing a bit the neutrals, you know, to balance it out a little bit. But I think I'm going to go with a warm under eye. I'm going to go first with the color Queen and then with the color Cloak. So I'm going to dip into Queen and I'm going to pack it under the on the lower lash line. Okay, this goes on really nicely and effortless. I have to say that. It's really cool. I'm impressed. Okay, now that I did also the other eye, I'm going to use the color Cloak here to just in the outer corner of the lower lash line deepen it up a little bit, and we will see if this works. I hope it's dark enough. So I'm trying to blend this out a little bit with the Zoeva Luxe pencil. Okay, so I don't know, that doesn't go as deep as I want to, so I am gonna use a little bit of the darkest matte in here from the Warm range, and this is the color Velvet here, and this is the color Velvet, and that's what I'm gonna do. Just to deepen this up a little bit more here. I feel like this is missing. Okay, that's kind of the look. I didn't do the inner corners yet, and I'm gonna do that. Let me just quickly clean the brush. For the inner highlight, I'm going to use this color Gem here. So let's see. I feel like an inner corner highlight can bring like all looks where you think sometimes like, what the hell has happened here? I think they can bring it together sometimes, as weird as it sounds. Now I'm gonna dip in the color Gem for the brow bone. Okay, that's so far the finished look. Let me put on some mascara. I know this is a look that screams for falsies, but I'm the worst at falsies, so I'm just gonna skip this and I'm gonna do my mascara, my lashes, and I'll be right back. So this is the finished look with the palette. I ended up actually quite liking it. I know this is kind of harsh here, but I am not afraid of this kind of harsher lines when it comes to the lower lash line. And yes, I liked how the colors performed. This blue here, the Grand or however you want to pronounce it. This one could have been a bit more pigmented in my opinion, but you can build it up, that's okay. I didn't have any kind of fallout. That's really impressive with a colorful palette like that. I wish the shimmers would be a bit more foiled, but you can make them work with a wet brush. And I also wish there would be kind of a bit deeper colored shimmer in here, but that's just personal preference. Anyway, I have been enjoying this first impression with this palette. My first impression is good. I like it. I'm definitely looking forward to use it more in the next couple of weeks and then come back to you with a more in-depth review when I have been using all the shades and when I got around to know how long they last on my lids and you know, if the color fades away or anything like that. And I'll definitely coming back to you with this in like 2 or 3 weeks probably. And yeah, that was my first impression on the Dynasty palette from Certifeye Cosmetics. Let me know in the comments down below if you do have this palette, how was your first impression of it, and if you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel because I would love to see you around here again, and see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye!